So we've reached the trailhead for the Arid Peak Lookout, and the trail is off to the right. Drove here from Coeur d'Alene, took about 2.5 hours, about 80 miles. Drove via Wallace, Idaho, and then over Moon Pass, dropped into the St. Joe, then came back up to the trailhead Lookout. Good gravel road to the Lookout. Plenty of passing areas, and mainly a single lane road. No major ruts or washouts. It's all in all pretty good shape for a Forest Service road. So this is the trailhead for the Arid Peak Lookout. So after 1.3 miles on the trail coming up from the trailhead, you'll come to a junction. And at that trail junction, you have the trail that heads off to the east going to Arid Peak Lookout, or you can continue on this trail to the west and get up on the ridge and get to a couple open areas along the ridge, and it does continue on for several miles, eventually hitting another trailhead. So instead of hiking straight to the lookout, I hiked 1.2 miles west. There you get an overlook looking over the upper North Fork of the St. Joe, Moon Pass. Then if you continue on around, you'll start looking towards the east and the south over the main St. Joe drainage. So after about 1.3 miles from the junction, you reach Arid Peak Lookout. You really don't see it until you get right to it. It's an elevated lookout. The outhouse is down below. It's got surrounded by some trees, so you don't have unrestricted views in all directions, but it is a nice location. So this is the view from Arid Peak Lookout looking north. So the backside of Stevens Peak. So then looking to the west, where the trail comes from, along the west on the ridge. Then looking south and west, and then looking south into the St. Joe Valley, the upper St. Joe. And looking to the east again in the upper St. Joe, in the vicinity of the Hiawatha Trail, and the North Fork of the St. Joe also, and back to the north. So this is the Arid Peak Lookout in the interior. You've got a Coleman stove, and then you have 2 cots, a table, the fire finder, another table with 3 chairs, small wood stove, another table, and then all the cooking utensils, dishes, and all the other things necessary to stay up here. It's pretty well equipped.